What's up guys, it's John Sarine. I'm here to answer in this video the question, big one, should women strength train? So first I'm gonna answer why you should, go through the benefits, and then I'll tackle your concerns of, am I gonna get huge and bulky? Okay, so what are the benefits of strength training, especially as they apply to women? First one is what it does to your metabolism. When you do hard strength training, it causes a temporary increase in your metabolism. So you are burning more calories throughout the day. It actually lasts like up to 48 hours or more. It's called EPOC, and or the afterburn, you might have heard it referred to as. That happens when you strength train hard. Your body's trying to recover, and it pushes all that extra energy into recovering your muscles, building that up, so it actually burns fat, increasing your metabolism while it's doing that. And then there's the obvious, when you do that consistently for months and months on end, you build lean tissue, and that causes a permanent raise in your metabolism, so you're burning fat all day long no matter what you're doing. Number two is it boosts your confidence. Actually, quite a bit more than aerobic training. Strength training is super proven, all the research, to do huge things for your confidence, for your self-esteem. That's big. Like after you strength train, you just feel good. You feel ready to like take on the world and conquer. It's pretty awesome. What else does it boost? It boosts your bone density, and that's more important than you might think. Bone density is a huge issue with the ladies, especially once you get a little bit older. And how many people do you know that have fallen, broken something, and it leads to them ending up in a nursing home or something like that? It's kind of a bad deal. What else does it increase? Your mobility. Mobility is your ability. It's kind of like flexibility, but a little bit different. It's your flexibility with strength. So if you can't raise your arms straight overhead like that with strength, you don't have mobility. And it goes for all the planes of motions that we use in our body. Once you start strength training, it does so much more for your mobility and your overall feeling of athleticism than aerobic training does. Because if you're just, jogging like this, right, what does it do for your mobility? Not much. You're not working any joint through its full range of motion, whereas you do with strength training quite a bit. Last thing that I'll talk about in this video, this is just scratching the surface, but reversing aging. So what happens to your metabolism? You probably know your metabolism slows down as you get older, right? Why does that happen? It happens because every decade, adults lose 3 to 8% of their muscle mass per decade. So that causes a continual decline. It matches the decline in your metabolism. It's the same line, it's the same slope, because that's the cause of why your metabolism slows down so much. And that just happens. It's just reality if you're not regularly strength training. So if you are regularly strength training, you can not only prevent that dip in your metabolism, but actually reverse it and increase your metabolism over time, anti-aging, right? What else does it do for aging? You can actually see effects. Looking at the mitochondrial content, basically how a muscle looks, like how healthy it is, how young it is, how vibrant it is. When you biopsy that and look at it in the lab, older adults after their strength training for 6 months, just 6 months, guys, their skeletal muscle content starts to look exactly like that of a 24-year-old. Yeah, so 6 months of strength training reversed aging to the point where your skeletal muscles looked like they were in your mid-20s. That's pretty incredible. So the question is, like, with all these benefits, I know you're still thinking like, okay, so am I gonna get bulky? Because you don't want that, as a lady. Most ladies are kind of more into, I guess they would call it the toned look, and it's a little bit of a misnomer, because what does toned mean? A toned muscle, all that means is an increase in muscle size with a decrease in fat around the muscle. And that's why strength training is perfect for getting that toned look, because you build up your muscles just a little bit while also being the most effective way to burn fat, strength training. And that is the real secret to getting that toned look. And really, how you get that feminine look, you know, that the hourglass shape that people are after. Like, what does that even come from? Well, look at it. Your shoulders, like if you're just a bag of bones, is that attractive? No, it's really not. So helping that hourglass shape actually comes from building out your shoulders and building out your hips a little bit. That's your hip thrusts, your squats, your overhead presses, your dumbbell flies like this. You're actually wanting to build a little bit of that lean tissue, and it really, really helps with that feminine shape. Because at the end of the day, strength, being strong, it's not a masculine thing. It's not a masculine characteristic. I'd hope you agree. Like, being strong is a human characteristic, and whether you're male or whether you're female or anything in between, right? Being strong is the way to be. Being strong, that's the way to be attractive, the way to feel confident, to feel like an athlete, is having a well-rounded holistic approach, and that includes aerobic training, strength training, and mobility training. If you have all three of those, you feel good, you feel energized, you feel like an athlete. If you have only been aerobic training, doing endless amounts of cardio, you're not going to get there. It's never going to work because it's such a one-sided approach to something that really needs a more holistic perspective.
All right, cutting to a different angle here since the baby started screaming, so I had to vacate the premises. So where we're at is, strength training actually helps your feminine figure. And if you need a little bit more proof of that, just look at actresses like Emily Blunt, who got in shape for The Edge of Tomorrow, or Alison Brie, who trained for Glow, or Brie Larson, who trained for her role as Captain Marvel. Right? So those are all three examples of, right, beautiful ladies who train really hardcore, like strength training. I saw a video of Brie Larson doing hip thrusts with 400 pounds on the bar. Absolutely insane. And I just overheard an interview with her trainer. He said it was really funny that as we progressed through this program, Brie kept getting stronger and stronger and stronger. She couldn't do a single push-up. She was progressing towards doing push-ups with 50 pounds on her back, pull-ups, those heavy hip thrusts, all that stuff. He said as we progressed and she got stronger, the costume designer got more and more annoyed because she had to keep taking in the costume. Because as Brie was getting stronger, she was getting denser and denser, and that's just what happens. He said Brie probably went to being like half her size, but 10 times as strong. And you know, that's just how it happens with the ladies. It's a hormone thing, you know? If you're a girl, you're not going to get big. It's not going to happen unless you are eating like a monster and pumping a lot of hormones, right? So if you're not doing that, trust me, you're not going to get big. Ask any guy. Putting on muscle's tough. It doesn't just happen overnight, like, oops, that accidentally just gained, 20 pounds of muscle. No. That's not how it happens. So don't worry about it, guys. Girls. Strength training is all benefits, zero downsides. So just put it to the test. Do a strength training program for 3 months and just see how it feels. Like, it's absolutely incredible. If you guys want an absolutely incredible program that guides you through how to strength train and aerobic train, put those together, go to my website, check out Lean Industry Monthly Coaching. It's a really great modality where I can give you guys a little bit of a personalized group coaching experience, but it keeps the price great. So that's an awesome 6-week program. You can go and check out johnsryan.com. In the meantime, start lifting. You're gonna start small, and that's totally okay. You don't need to be intimidated by walking into a gym and there's these like guys grunting and making weird noises, throwing around heavy weights, right? Just ignore them, all right? And do your own thing. Start with some push-ups. Start with some pull-up negatives. If you can't do pull-ups, that's totally okay. Anyone can do a pull-up, trust me. You do the negative portion of the rep, meaning you jump to the top, jump up to the bar, and then let yourself go just like that. It's a negative. it will change the game for you. If you're just doing endless amounts of cardio and cutting your calories, you will burn muscle mass every single time, and that crushes your metabolism. And it's not a long-term strategy. It's not good. You lose the weight at first, but then you plateau, and it will come right back, and you will destroy your metabolism. And this strength training is just an incredible way to burn fat, build lean tissue, build mobility, and feel just like an absolute athlete.